Good morning, everybody. All right, all right, all right. We're running 81 degrees on the back porch in the shade. Yes, we are. Welcome once again from the beautiful, and I do mean beautiful, Tyler, Texas. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Okay, we got a little run here today, so we're going to get it knocked out. All right. We'll swing out back here and get her picked up. Whoops. Wait. Stop. I got to accept the load first. My. We're going to take this massive tech parts container, 20 feet by 20 feet by 16 feet. All right. 999,000 pounds. Yes. All right. We're going to go over here to Tucson with it. So, we'll take that job. Grab it.
Drive safe.
Now, there it is. Wow, what a trailer. That's what, a 9-axle? There's 6. The 6-axle. And I got the 3-axle truck on it. Yeah.
Rerouting.
Rerouting. Let's take a top view. Let's get these beacons going. All right. There's a rear view. All right. You ready to get her done? We're going to get her done. Let's head out. Got 410 miles to go. You like it, give it a thumbs up. You don't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Get everything I bring when I bring it. Yes. Alright. I think I'm following the red one. Yeah. Comment. It don't cost you nothing to comment. Share it with your family. Share it with your friends.
Go straight.
Share it with your dog. You ain't got a dog. Share it with your cat. Yes. All right. Here we go. Well, we brought you a video with my brother yesterday. He's working now, so yeah. You know, he said in the video he was done with driving. Well, he still drives, trust me.
Then turn right.
He's just done with the OTR.
Turn right.
He's got him a job where he drives a little straight truck and does local delivery for a company. It's up to him to say what company. But, yeah. So he still drives somewhat. Just doesn't do over the road no more. And me, I'm full-time retired. Oh shoot, it's 11:09 in the PM. Gameplay will be there about 8:30 in the AM. I like these specialized loads. I've really enjoyed this DLC, and it's called Special Cargo. Really enjoying it. I bumped that truck. Not good. Personally, I think they ought to have blocked it off, but that's alright. As narrow as that bridge is. We take it. Ain't got no choice but to take it now. I remember one time I had a sign I was carrying over there to Dallas from East Texas. I'm here to tell you, I went from Jacksonville to Dallas with it. And it took me a while to get there. Pretty good while. Because I had to be careful. My load was 13.7, 13.8. So I was just a tad bit over height in all. And I had to hit pretty much every off ramp on my route, and then go back down on the on ramp. There were a couple I could get under, but not many. I did not go I-20. I went down, what was it, 175 or something like that. And anyway, it didn't have a lot of overpasses. The load should have been permitted, but the company wasn't going to pay for that. It needed done. And I got the luck of the draw. Alright. And the one thing about hauling that tall of a load, for them that have never hauled signs before, you can see that sign flexing in the winds. I mean, Look like it's going to blow right out of the frame. It really does. But the way they got those set up, uh, there's like a 3 or 4 inch overlap there where the sign sets into. So it takes quite a bit to blow those out. I think they can hold like upwards of 120 mile an hour winds or something like that. So, yeah. But it sure be waving in the wind there, flexing back and forth. Very interesting. Well, anyway, I got where I needed to go with it. And that wasn't the interesting part. I get there, I get put where they want it, they offload, and called my boss, told him, all right, that one's done, empty, heading back. He said, no, you're not. You're not empty yet. Uh, I need you to go over to the other side of Fort Worth and go to this company. And it was a metal fabrication type place. And I had to pick up some steel and or metal framings, angle irons, flat steel, flat sheets of steel, and such like that, and take back to the very company I just hauled that sign for. They had ordered those supplies so they could build more signs. So I went over there and picked that up and then brought it back. Now I'm here to tell you, I got to location to load that up about 15 minutes or so before they closed. And they were nice enough. It went all that dang gum phone. Dang spam callers. They're nice enough to load me up and everything. And by the time I got back over here, it was late evening. And, like almost midnight. And I had to deliver it back to that company the very next morning. They wanted it there at opening. So I got there. And I didn't even go home. I mean, I wasn't but an hour away, but I didn't even go home. I just sat there in the parking lot and slept in the truck. And offloaded that morning and got me another load out of there. I can't remember where I went. So there was like 2 days right there. I never made it home, and I was only within a couple hours of the house either way. Excuse me. Now, rule of thumb with these type loads, that man up front there is boss. What he says goes. Now, not in the game, it'll go as fast as I'll go up to a certain speed. But in real life, he's boss. He knows exactly where we're going and what roads need to be taken, etc. And in many cases, he sets the speed limit to a point within reason, you know. And these escorts are in continual contact with the driver. Usually by CB radio, and they don't run the normal channel. They'll pick a channel with low or no activity on it at that time, as to be away from the mainstream, so they're not getting conflicting informations. Now, the truck driver is not in the easy seat. I mean, he's still got to watch the load and not run into a truck or whatever. But the rear convoy truck or escort truck is watching the back. The front is watching the traffic in front of you. You're watching everybody. So no, it's not just a easy little ride. Alright, we got 290 to go. Alright. And it is good money. Oh man, you make some real good money. But the only downside to that is you get where you're going, and all too many times you ain't got nothing on the way back, so you're running back empty or running to the next location. And sometimes you'll travel a couple 300 miles just to get to your next heavy load. Welcome to Arizona. We got 276 miles to go. See, now it's time, this will be there at 10 o'clock in the morning, because our speeds just aren't matching what they think we should be doing, and I'm not going to push it. No need to push it. They'll get it when I get it there. I do plan to bring you a couple videos or so today and make it happen. I think this evening I'm gonna get out there and mow the yard a little bit. But I gotta wait for it to cool down. It's too hot for an old man to be out there. Especially an old man in my condition. But we just cruising on down through here, 241 miles to go. I enjoyed running with my brother yesterday and doing a little video. Greatly appreciate his time. Because I think the video was like about an hour long, or right at, give or take 10 minutes. But really appreciate the time and effort you put into it, Mark. I really appreciate it, man. In this video as well, there will be a link to Mark's channel, so you can go check his content. He got a lot more content than I do. I don't play that as many games. I just got a few. Oh, coming into solo. I know old Sholo. There's a little sign shop there used to deliver to.
Go straight.
It's not in the downtown area. It's more on the southern side of Solo there, about 3-4 miles, something like that. Of course, that was what? 12, 13 years ago. Yeah, I've been retired that long. It looks like it's getting daylight. Yeah, it's 5:10 in the morning. There's somebody walking in the early morning. All
Go
right.
straight.
Really got to hand it to the game makers. They do a real nice job. The graphics are almost spot on. The map details, they could use a little work, but they're very close. Uh, Now, I know you can't put every little town in there. The program would just be so big no one could run it. But, like, between Sholo and Tucson, or any other town, uh, the distance is almost right. I mean, give or take a few miles, maybe. But for the most part, they are very uh, realistic. What I would like to see, and it may not be as realistic because I do know in the northern states, truck stops, fuel areas, repair areas, etc., are limited, unlike the South, that you have them everywhere. I would love to see more fuel areas and areas to have your truck worked on in game as far as northern states. But all in all, it's very nice. I've really enjoyed what the game makers have done with American Truck Simulator. Now, you know what would really be neat, and I know it's possible, but if they would take and run real time weather, where if it's raining in Phoenix, well, in game it's raining in Phoenix. But it's at the same time it's a little difficult because depending on who's playing at what time in game. I mean, like right now, I'm running 6 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday. Well, we know it's not 6 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday. The next guy may be running 3 o'clock in the morning on a Friday, depending on where their game's at. So I'm not sure how that would work. It would take somebody with a bigger knowledge than mine, and mine lacks when it comes to anything to do with a computer. I can run a program, but if that program has a glitch, I'm done. Usually that's when I holler, Brandon, Mark, Brandon being my eldest son, and Mark being my brother, of course. I can't call my eldest son as often and get the help I need as I do my brother, because my son works the oil field. Well, when you're out there in the oil field, you ain't got time to sit there and look at your phone and all that. Usually he's out for a couple weeks, home for a couple weeks. So if he's working, he can't do nothing anyway. But the good thing is, most of the grandchildren live right down the road, and if they need something or I need something, we're close enough we can help each other out. That's a good thing. That foggy water spray, I like that. I never seen that running the old computer. It was just a white blob over there. My computer just didn't have it. Oh, have I ever mentioned that I really enjoy the desert mountain scene? Yes. Most of my driving was in New Mexico and Arizona and across the bottom tier. But yeah. Now I did go up north some, but my general route or region or whatever was Louisiana through Arizona for the most part. And most of that was spent in New Mexico, Arizona. Come on, truck, get up here. Trying to get up that hill. Said a lot of people don't realize this isn't like up north. Now up north they got some pretty big hills. I call them hills, some people call them mountains. But you got some pretty big hills in the Northeast. But you got them down here in the South too. They're much more gradual here in the South. But where up north you might run that road up that mountainside in a mile or two. Down here you'll run up the side of the mountain and you climb so gradual visually you do not realize it, but that old truck knows it. And sometimes even down here in the South, by the time you get up the side of the mountain. You climb, 5, 8, 10 miles all uphill. But we got 114 to go. If I quit running into
Stay left
people,
and then turn left.
I hit that little Jeep earlier.
Turn left. Stay right and then turn right.
Oh, get this
Turn
little
right.
100-mile done. Probably do a regular run next time. Depends on what we got going where. Sure hope you enjoyed it. Sure been nice to have you along. Tell you what, we'll try something. Where you from? Drop it in the comments. Alright. Y'all know where I'm at. Tyler, Texas. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. Well, I live just north of Tyler. But for all general purposes, I just say Tyler. Yes. Alright, we're heading back down here, the other side of the mountain now. Yeah, we're just about there, 87 miles to go. We're down in the valley now. About to go back up on the other side. And then we'll drop back down onto I-10 there. Yeah, so we're heading back up now. There's the top of the mountain right there. Go down the other side of that mountain right there. We'll be on I-10. Oh, wind up there, big boy. Get on up that hill. Got the throttle to the floor at 31 mile an hour. 30, 29, 28, 27, 21. Boy, that's a heck of a climb. I got Detroit 60 in here pushing 525 horses. You know it's heavy. Alright, we on top now, getting ready to drop down. Boy, I'm ready too. I need me in there drinking coffee.
Stay right, and then turn right.
Welcome to Tucson, everybody.
Turn right.
Pop that curb. Boy, that was tight. There's nothing there. I don't know what I got. I don't know. I couldn't see what I hung up on. Maybe I bottomed out. I don't know. That could very well happen too.
Go straight.
20 miles, everybody, 20 miles. We're just about there. Where does the majority of accidents happen in a big truck? The majority, not all.
Stay left.
Do you know? Well, if you're a driver, you know. But those of you that do not know, most of your accidents in a big truck will happen on these little side roads going through town.
Stay right, and then exit right. Exit right. Turn left.
Looks like we made it, everybody. Only a couple boo-boos.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. This is where it ends.
And there it is, almost like we knew what we were doing. News crew, everybody here. There it is. Drop the trailer. Excellent run. All right. I didn't get dinged for those little fender benders. All right. All right. Sure appreciate you coming along for the ride. I need a drink of coffee. I'll make you another video. All right. All right. Y'all be careful. Y'all be kind. May God bless you and keep you.